Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Marta here. A stunning, absolutely beautiful Transfer Me page, and looks like I have been spoiled quite a lot because we have new box to open and we need to have a peek what's inside. Look at the diversity of designs. Let's have a look. Absolutely, like this one is so pretty, so very much my cup of tea. Let's have a look. A little bit of vintage. Wow, if you're decoupage artist, you would absolutely love them. Well, these are for mixed media artists, for art journaling. Oh, look at these! But you can decorate anything. I usually use my Dress My Craft pages for art journaling because I really love art journaling. But I think maybe today we will be, look at this, beautiful for some mail project, for some gift idea. Today I think I would love to make a 3D object. We shall see. Oh, look at that! Whoa! Absolutely stunning! Oh, the backgrounds, you can use them for maybe like not cutlery, like roundy set of you know what I mean. You don't you know, when you put things on the table, when you have coasters. Yes, that's the word. Look at all of these. Oh, I love this one as well. I think we're gonna have exactly the same thing as last time. I'm gonna share some with you because oh wow, look at them. Stunning, stunning, stunning. These are like from you know, pour painting. Beautiful. Such a clever idea, and there's more even. Wow, beautiful. And we have some more of, oh no way, even more. Look at that. This is my number one for sure for now. I love it, love it, love it. So I put it aside. I think I'm going to share some with you guys because there's, oh, look at this one. There's so many that I think it would be only fair to spread some love, to share some kindness, and to share some designs with you. Look at this one. I absolutely love that, and that's perfect for coasters actually, isn't it? Oh, I hope you don't mind the glare. Look at this one. How cool for a gift idea actually. Wow, for a friend, for a sister maybe. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this is stunning, like absolutely beautiful. I love that. Super pretty. Oh, I love that. We're gonna use this maybe for some vintage box, and here we have some stunning design. Beautiful, more traditional look. Same for this one. Super, super pretty. So I have my two favorites, I think. But we have some big ones, and look at them. What's beautiful about these huge Transfer Me is that these are perfect for furniture, and I think on the market you don't have many designs like that for furniture, and so I think it's a great opportunity for you to have a look at the very, very big designs that will, maybe you can do it on your cupboards, so you can do it on your armchairs, for your tables. Look at them, like super pretty. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You can also cut it smaller. If I'll be shipping some of these, it will be very difficult for me to ship it, so I may actually cut it smaller, I'll see. But I'll certainly will share some. Wow, look at them. Super, super pretty. Each is so absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful natural flowers. Look at them. Wow, you cannot really decide which is your favorite. Thank you so much, Shalini. Shalini is sending me those so you can see it live, kind of. It's different when you see them on the website, and it's different when you see them like this on the videos. So thank you very much for sending those over. This is a pretty one actually. I love this one. Thank you so very much for sharing so much with me. I'm gonna have a pick, if that's all, in the box, because the box is, oh no, there's something else. Would you believe it? Wow, I love this one. I'm gonna check. No, that's definitely that's definitely the last one. But this is absolutely gorgeous. What a pity would it be to not actually see it in the box. So we have the absolute favorite. Love them to bits. These are more my cup of tea, I guess. Love them. You can get them in scrapbook.com. Check the link below my video. There is a direct link, so please have a look. Absolutely stunning. And I think I'm gonna jump for one of this, and I think we may do a little bit of 3D something, maybe a box, maybe journal cover. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see. I think this one. Yeah, it would be so amazing to do something like that. So I'm gonna have a peek at what I have, our base, what we're gonna use, and I'll be right back. Back to you. I do have a canvas, as you can tell, because I couldn't find any box, like zero, and I think they're on the attic, so that's the next time for definite. Question is, reverse canvas or regular one, and which of those two? I think I'm gonna jump in for the lady. That's what I'm thinking. And when we cut her, I mean fussy cut, this is maybe where we decide how we're gonna actually approach the canvas. Whether we do it inside here or we're gonna do it outside. So I'm gonna fussy cut that a little bit, because I think that definitely I wish this to be more cut, and something around I was thinking to have. I'll show you what I had in mind. Just this. I'm not saying we're not going to use these, but we shall see. So I was thinking, this is what we have. Obviously she's going to be this way because that's how we're going to approach it. But I have these absolutely gorgeous clay flowers, and I was just thinking that it would be so amazing to use it. But I'm afraid that we may have not enough room in here unless we're gonna keep her on one side only, which means opposite to that. Let's see. Let's see. No, it's just hard to fit. Let's see here. If she'll be in the middle, we could have her here. She could be in the middle-ish. We could have some flowers here going. Why not? That's nice. But I was also thinking to maybe make some sort of a frame, something like that. I do have a smaller mold. I'll show you my molds actually. This one is from here. This one is from here. If I'll have links, I will link you these. I think maybe we need a little smaller one as well. And I have also these, which I'm not too sure if. Sorry for all the extra noises. That's going to be a tough one to get out because it's quite big. I could have do it beforehand, but anyway, this is what we have. So I was thinking to maybe have this one here and here, and maybe, I don't know, or this one. One of that I was thinking. I've just used regular clay, that's one actually, to these. So let me get some more. We need to prime this for definite. So I'm gonna start from that. I'm gonna prime my project first with some white gesso because that's exactly what we need to start with. So we're gonna prime everything with white gesso so that we can start working on it. There we go. We will be doing a lot of mixed media. I also was thinking to do some stenciling. Definitely it would be so very nice to do some stenciling. So we may do that to have some extra texture. Definitely. There we go. Extra more gesso. There we go. So we're gonna have a fine, really nice layer of gesso. It needs to dry, and when it's dry we can do our transfer. And in the meantime, I will be doing some more clay elements, so you can join me for that, I think. There we go. This one is a nice thick gesso like that. I'm testing out some gessos for you. Now, there we go. This is good. And maybe on the bottom here as well, a little extra. So let's keep this dry. Let's leave it for dry actually. This can dry itself nicely. And let's have a look at our clay and our embellishments from clay and our molds, and yeah, let's see what we can do next. Okay, let's have a look. I have also these two which I really like, and they could be beautiful for borders. Maybe we can use both, I don't know. Let's have a cut here, let's have a clay, and let's do a little bit of ornaments. And there we go. Let's put this beauty aside. I like this one because it's not these are too big, I think, a little bit. So when you will be taking them out too soon, they're gonna be falling apart. So we will see, but I don't mind. They're too short anyway, so we will have to gluing them somehow together. So that's okay. So let's have a little play. But I think I would like to attach them as they are kind of wet, so that way I can maneuverate them, I think. So that's what we try to do. So let's the canvas to dry. Let's leave it to dry for now. And let's have some borders getting ready slowly for that. There we go. Something went there, but that's okay. Now we have to take this out, which won't be easy, but we can try. Let's see. So we need quite a lot of this to have this. There we go. I think there's a little hole there. Now let's have this one. There we go. Some excess you can maybe use. I should have this awesome thing from my friend. Oh, there we go. I can maybe use this thing. There we go. That's fantastic. So I think that's just tester of flooring or something like that. Tara sent it to me. I think Tara, if I'm not mistaken, after a few years now. Okay, let's see if we can actually get it out. I think we can. Look, if we try, you know, if we try to keep this. Ah! let's try. Yeah, it goes out, especially if we just help it out. Super. Oops, that's okay. Okay, quite impressive, I have to say. So let's put this aside here. So we need a few of these, and as I said, I wish to glue them down while they're still wet and come back to the project, I think probably the next day or something like that, so that way we have time for it to dry, and then when it's dry we can color it. So I think that's gonna be the best approach for this. So, or you can just have them ready like here and just have plenty of these ready to play and use in your project, and that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, you can even use your finger to squish out some excess of the clay. Super, I like that. So let's see if we will be any, oops, if we be any better this time. If I'll be any better this time go. Oh, let's go back because there's some tiny element not so good. I have to say that I have resin. I've played with resin, and I thought I'm gonna be a huge fan of resin, and I'm not. And I tell you why. It's messy, and it's a different sort of messy. It's very sticky. You have to be careful. You need to have your it has to be, it's like not that safe in general for environment. Even if they tell you it's safe, you still wish to make sure that, you know, you may be doing it in the very air free space and stuff like that. So it's just really not what I was thinking, you know. It's great for very detailed, but I think somehow my heart is going back to clay. I don't know why. Maybe because I can have it right away, like now, and which with the other things, oh, oopsie, you have to wait like a lot until you can fill it in again, which is very annoying as well. This waiting time, it's just not for impatient people like myself. And as I said, I don't mind this sort of thing because you can always put it together and have it together on the project. Since it's gonna be more like a vintage look, the fact that it's broken, it's okay too. I think I've done a few off camera, so I'm gonna have one more go in camera so we can see it together. I think for some it could be nearly too messy and you prefer to buy ready-made, but I think what's beautiful about the molds is that you can use them several times. It's cheaper in general than to actually trying to get the embellishments. So sometimes you may just find it better because you get so much from it, you know. So I guess everyone's liking is different, and we just have to choose what we like the most. And I think we're gonna just have this one like that. There we go. There we go. And I think it should smoothly go out from the, there we go. I didn't press it that hard now, so it's actually releasing itself. Look, super well done. Oh, come on, there we go. Awesome. So what's next? I'm thinking if we need any more flowers, we probably need to have this one as well, so I may fill it in that leaf because it's nice and it's small compared to other. Well, it's different, I guess. Maybe not that small, but it's different. I'm not too sure if we will be able to get it out at all or not. We will see. And let's see if we can get this gorgeous flower. I think we need a little bit more clay. This is Das air dry clay. That's how I do mine. I have, you know, similar enough of clay that I think may be enough needed for the flower, and just stretch it towards, from inside towards the outside to see to see if we can actually stretch it like this to fill in all the gaps. Oops. And let's see if we can actually have this out already. I think we may be just lucky. Wow, okay. Let's see how pretty you are. Oh, wow. It's stunning. Very nice, isn't it? I think so. Oh, there we go. And that's what I like about the clay. You can really quickly get few pieces done and have them both drying if you need more, because if you need only one, it's awesome to have the resins, but you need gloves, you need space to be table to be covered, you need mask on preferably. I don't like this to be inside the house, only I was doing it in the night so that it would not be in during the day in the house while we here. So yeah, just I thought I'm gonna be loving, as I said, the actual resin, but it's great not for always. Sometimes it's good to go ordinary old way, and that's okay too. So let's see. I think for very tricked designs it's great, it's fantastic, and I will definitely be using. But these designs are okay for me to use the clay. Actually, they're not too bad, you know. Okay, we may try to get this out as well. Let's see. Yes, I think we should be fine. Our canvas is drying in the meantime. Maybe one more press. Let's try again, because you don't want to change any of the actual designs of the flower, you know. So you probably could wait like 10 minutes would make a difference already. 10 minutes, 15 minutes even, just to have this out. Oh, there we go. Super. And let's see the leaf, if we're lucky with the leaf as well. Oh, come on. I guess it's very chewy clay, because I had that in my fingers for quite some time, so that's why it's very sticky as well and just acting a little bit different. But that's okay. Now, any imperfections are good. It's like with the stone, imperfections are there. So I'm gonna have a few more goes with these, so I can then match up afterwards, and I'll be right back to you and we can glue it down, our image. Back to you. My canvas is dry. We have elements here waiting for it to be dry and stuck to it, and we have this absolutely gorgeous lady. So let's get the paper off, the plastic off, and this is sticky, so let's put her pretty much in the middle. There we go. And now it's time to add water and make sure that it's gonna stick to our canvas. Now, there we go. You can slowly see her. We may add some, we may just go directly with some more water here, more. So basically we need to separate the top part from the bottom part, so we need to wait for the moment where our paper will start moving from our image, and this will happen shortly. It has to kind of, oh, we can slowly see that happening. There we go. It has to be very wet so the two layers will actually separate from each other. Now we make sure that everything is nice and stretched. There we go. Super. And now we can just have this. Try not to lift in general because we don't want the image to be lifted. So there we go. How pretty is that? Let me just put this aside. I love that, and we have plenty space to work around with our elements. So let's keep this dry, and when it's dry we need to do a little bit of transparent gesso. Back to you. Our beautiful canvas is dry and ready to do a little bit of mixed media. We have flowers here, and the things are semi-dry, so you can definitely touch them much easier than before, and same for here. So let's just try it out. Let's just see how the vision can be met with the actual possibilities. So I had this idea in my head to actually create this frame. Let's see. There we go, there we go. Here is nearly size-wise matching and all. Two more. Something like that. I like that. I actually love that. Okay, let's have this a little bit shorter. There we go. Super. And same for here. We can have this one done like that. Then we have the shortened one, and then we can have this one to continue, and maybe one more. Oh, wow. Oopsie. It does look great, although I feel we could have, there we go, maybe if this go a little bit lower, this go a little bit there, this there, and this can go like that. Something like this. I think so too. Or we can just have this one 6, so maybe we can just have this one instead, or something along these. There we go. Maybe one too long. No, okay, I'll try again. 6 with this one. Oh, now it's good. Super. Okay. So that's what I was thinking. And then the flowers. So let's say we're gonna start off by, just adding the flowers in places just to see how things are. We have this one as well. Oh, I love that actually. And then we could have maybe we can certainly play around and see. How about, obviously these will dry as well. How about, I think this could be here, and this could be maybe here. I don't know. Let's see the flowers, the leaves actually. That's quite nice. And then I just wonder if we should have a little bit of flowers going everywhere or just in few places. Or maybe super, I like that now. Oh, I like that. And we could have maybe a leaf going. This broke, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We could have this here. Oops. There we go. Something like this. I love that, actually. Imagine these. Or that's nice. That's nice, actually. Wow. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I probably would have one more flower, but maybe, yeah, maybe, or maybe instead of flower we could have maybe this as well. I have this box. I'm gonna have a look if there's anything else. Oh, there we go. That's nice. And we could have, wow, I love it. And I love how this is actually here. Oh, I love that. Okay, what else we have here? We have the actual branches going as well. That's probably good for this one. Now, I love this, love this, love this so much. I just checked if we are recording. Imagine if we wouldn't. Oh, there we go. How cute, how beautiful is that? Now, I'm gonna take a photo, take a gel medium, and I will actually glue this down, except let's see this one. Yeah, maybe this one, because this one goes too low. Yeah, and this one would be better here. Absolutely. Wow. I love this. I really, really love this. I'm gonna make one more this because I think it could go here. Oops. Yes, look, it's gonna be like beautiful. So I'm gonna make one more this, and I'll be back to you once maybe I'm gonna actually record this sticking part, but off without chatting with the music. So I hope you will like that as well. Okay, wow, I love it.
Never walked the straight line. Oh, in my mind you were a wild one, a rare kind, always dancing on your own. Never been afraid to try, always inspired another sunrise, born with the wilderness inside. Always on the run, you're like vapor, tearing through towns like the paper. Smoke the screen to be what you need, chasing down dreams 'cause it set you free.
to you. I forgot. I promised we will do stenciling. So yes, that's what we will actually do now. So let's have a play. Well, definitely where the white part is on our canvas. There we go. Beautiful. And we're gonna do the same thing here. Oops. Now a little bit more. Of course we're gonna have other things here, but this is a very delicate text stamp, so really it will be just adding beauty to it, to be honest, so I wouldn't worry. Okay, now we're gonna turn it around and do the same thing here in the corners, because I think it's gonna be just perfect and very, very nice. Marta, watch your fairy. Don't go too close to fairy. Now, I hope I didn't overdo the fairy face or something. No, I didn't. That's good. And here it is. Now, after this stenciling, I will be adding gel medium on the sides. So to have gel medium, perfect. It's very good. It's gonna be 3D-ish gel medium, very good for adding 3D elements like metal embellishments, or or like these clay elements. So let's I'm not gonna be drying that actually, because I don't mind that. I will try to go with it here on the wet, and I think that's fine. Let me show you only because you probably cannot tell. Oh, there you go. Wow, now you can tell. Now you can see how absolutely gorgeous that is. So let's add the embellishments.
Raise a voice, hear it echo. Raise a voice, hear it echo. Everything we're fighting, let it go, letting it all go. Always have a reason for something to believe in. You never know, you never know. When the sky goes dark and you hear the thunder and you're standing up instead of running for cover. There's a new dawn coming over the water. Would you be the last benevolent mouthpiece? Heaven knows we need you now. Would you be the most beautiful consequence of a world that's coming down? Standing up on our own for the things we know. Raise a voice, hear it echo. Raise a voice, hear it echo. We know where we come from, we know where we've been. Takes a whole lot of broken hearts to change everything. Coming so far to be here again. But there's a new song singing, can't you hear it? Would you be the last benevolent mouthpiece? Heaven knows we need you now. Would you be the most beautiful consequence of a world that's coming down? Would you be the last benevolent mouthpiece? Heaven knows we need you now. Would you be the most beautiful consequence of a world that's coming down? Standing up on our own for the things we know. Raise a voice, hear it echo. Raise a voice, hear it echo.
Back to you. Everything is glued down. As you can tell, a very good tip to use your phone if you create a composition and it's very hard sometimes to go back to it. It's actually extremely hard to go back to where we actually wanted it to have it placed. So I think the tip with phone, very well known, super awesome. And I wonder, what do you think? Instead of this leaf, I put more branches of the flowers, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. These must dry, this must dry, so whenever it's dry, it's gonna be lovely. I can see it, but whenever it's gonna be dry, we come back to the project when this is all glued down, clay is dry, and we will cover up with either transparent gesso or white gesso, or we will see. But I think it looks spectacular, beautiful, absolutely stunning. I may press here and there in a few places just to make sure that it's sticking, and yes, I'll see you probably in a day or two, or probably at least two days. I wonder what color to go for, but I love the actual, this sort of background color. Yeah, but I tend to think of vintage, so we shall see what we will have. So okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you soon. Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm back to you a good few days later. Everything is dry, and I think we can easily start adding a little bit of white coating, a little bit of gesso coating onto our actual elements. I have white gesso here. Since I'm not too sure what I'm gonna use for our project, whether it's gonna be watercolor paint or maybe acrylic, maybe sprays, I don't know. I'm gonna just jump in with gesso just to kind of cover up everything, prepare for medium work, and then I can decide what I would like this to be. Obviously, this is like, I'm kind of priming everything. This is like allowing me to choose any medium I would love. I can add a little white here maybe as well in the actual, where the color meet, where the you know, when the cut of the paper was of our Transfer Me page. I think adding gesso is going to allow us to prime the whole project, give us a little bit of time, and also it will all look nice together. This is what I usually do. So choose your gesso of your preferences, and here we go. As you can see, we are making everything being one happy family with the gesso, and then we can jump in from there. I'll be back to you when everything is dry, and in the meantime I will be deciding for what kind of coloring, sorry, we're gonna go for. I have to say, I'm tempted in few, but I will see. I wonder what would you use? What would be your go-to medium to actually work? I'm kind of tempted to go vintage. I'm kind of thinking that I maybe somehow would like, I'm trying to get rid of that border, or that's the word I had in my mind earlier on. A little bit of a border, kind of trying to have this gone in a way. So having Gesso primed project, we can then go for, I'm thinking vintage, I'm thinking wishy-washy, something, definitely going into the grooves with all these beautiful beautiful flowers, to have them also looking fabulous, looking lovely with the actual, you know, elements due to color being more visible. So that's what I will aim for. Let me to finish that coloring, dry everything, and I be right back to you. And I wish to mention one thing as well. The reason for priming the whole project is to make sure that the color will adhere. And for example, in some moments you can easily see gel medium. Gel medium would be color resistant, so the color wouldn't really hold on onto gel medium. So if I see that underneath it there's some gel medium leaking out from the actual elements, probably color won't hold that well, or not at all. Well, depending on the mediums, but certainly gel medium wouldn't be something that you'd be normally, you know, having to color, and that the color will beautifully lie down there. No, it's a gel, it's like a glue, it's resisting the actual color. So that's why it's also very good to prime the project in general, to make sure that all the shyness transparent gel medium, it's also covered in the actual gesso. Back to you. Canvas is dry. It's still kind of warm, but it's dry, and I have gathered a few colors. I honestly, until I think we put some color in here, we're not gonna be 100% sure. I have one thinking about this particular color, because this one is like, it's gray, like kind of like here, the background, and I was thinking to maybe have a bit of a gray everywhere, and then outside a little bit different. I don't know. Let's see what we have here. This color is not as this color is not as this, I see. But you know what, it is like a little bit like her dress, so maybe. And I was thinking as well to, hopefully, I'm gonna get some water, to only do a little touches of that gray. So not really going with the whole lot of color, but also to do a little bit of wishy-washy look. Look at it. Like with the tissue, actually, to have, you know, to have a little bit of that. Now, I think the best would be to grab a little bit of paper maybe, and have that paint, but I don't think this brush is the best. Maybe this roundy one I could try, possibly. There we go. So I'm thinking to go with a little bit of wishy-washy paint over here, and you see if things will go into grooves. This is no, it can't be like that. I can't. It's sometimes, you know, small things that can just be let's see if this will help. There we go. Oh, there we go. So what I was saying, so I'm thinking about wishy-washy. Things will go into the grooves. So when they go into the grooves, we will be able to clean it off, things outside the grooves, and things will stay in the grooves. So I think that's nice. I think that's really nice. And you know what? I can jump in with a little bit of color here, maybe changing the actual background. Look at it. It's actually nice. It is actually nice. You can have a little bit of that going in there. I think it will be just fantastic. Just fantastic. Let's see. I think so. I really think so. I'm gonna kind of try to gather that color near the actual lady, and wishy-washy with the water. I like that. I really love that now. I think we are losing that barrier in between. I really, really like that. I hope you liked it too. But you know, when we will finish everything, this is when we're gonna see the actual real. You cannot tell now. I cannot tell now. So hold your horses with the actual feeling for that project, because I think things will just be changing and feeling different while we paint. While we paint. And what I wanted to say is, if in case you're wondering, this one is acrylic elephant color. It's acrylic paint from Dina Weekly from Ranger. This one is elephant color. No, and I'm thinking, but you know what? And I'm using acrylic because I think I would like things to jump into the grooves and stay in the grooves. But there is, I hope that I will wash off, clean off. We shall see how this is gonna work. But so far, so good. So basically, what I will be doing is I'm gonna be taking my wipe and going around a lot-ish. There we go. And trying to, oh, I love that. And I love the color. It is matching actually the whole pastelish look. And you know what, honestly, I think if we would go for any different, like let's say purple, I think it would be too much, because it would be taken away from the actual already beautiful purplish design that we have from Dress My Craft. So really, I truly believe this is a good choice of color. I was thinking, like, I grabbed few, you see, like I grabbed few different shades, and I was thinking how I wish for vintage, but at the same time I didn't feel that this whole project deserved to be brownish fully. You know, it's just sometimes you just have to have a longer thinking. And honestly, I think I waited a little bit longer with this to dry, and with the project, I think this project had to kind of grow into me, into my feeling and vision. I had a vision, and then I was like, I really do not want to spoil it with the color. And somehow I was thinking that I should go for that purplish, but then I was like, Marta, no, because if you go for purple, then wow, like no. You're gonna have everything else looking like now we have this beauty standing out there from the actual background, isn't it? I think so. I think it is really now working beautifully. I really mean that. And I think this gray is not that gray. It's like this difference. It's like a pinkish tint in it, honestly. Pinkish tint into it. I hope you see well in the camera, because the camera angle or camera in general, I had to adjust myself today with the new setting, because Lucas is out with Hannah, and to be honest, I couldn't really truly attach it too strongly, so it's like really moving-ish like this. So I hope it's not gonna fall. That's the main thing. He's away, and I really wanted to record while they gone for skating on the scooter or bike. No, scooter. They took scooter. So I said I can handle that myself. It's a new setting, new way of having my camera attached. That's why it's kind of, I'm not used to it, how to do it. Now do concentrate with these elements on the actual grooves. Make sure that the paint is in the grooves for definite, because this is where we need the paint to be, because the top part we will be washing off with our baby wipe, you know. So now I love that. I really have to say I love that. Now I think I'm gonna jump in with a quick move with my baby wipe, because I think soon we're gonna have too much, and it will dry too much on us, and we won't be able to clean it off. So let's have a quick brush, maybe like this. Oh, very good. I like that. So quick brush over. Wow, gorgeous. You see, the things are staying in the actual grooves, and that's beautiful. You should really do piece by piece, not everything together, because you may end up with some elements drying too soon on you. Wow, I love the vintage oldish look on it. I really love that. Wow, I love it. And then I think in between, definitely. Yes, definitely, as if she's in the mist or something like that. Wow. I love that. Maybe I need one more wipe, fresh wipe. Let's see. I think I will go for some other color as well in the groups only. But let me just one step at a time, one color at the time, because yeah, I would love to make sure that this actual grayish elephant pinkish gray is in the grooves. So we need to take our time in that as well. So as you can see, the top is washing off, but the grooves are staying colored, and that's what we really need. That's what we really wish for. There we go. I really love it. I think it's a stunning color. Beautiful color. Not forgetting its beautiful image to begin with. I have to say that Dress My Craft, you can get it in the scrapbook, so check the link below if you're interested. I'll have the whole Dress My Craft link to you under the video. Now, wow, I really like it. I really love it because it's so very pastel. I love the pastel vintage look. I have to have a think, guys. I have to have a thinking about now what's next and all, because wow, I really love it, because I really don't want to spoil it in any way. I just really love how it looks. I think it's stunning. I do miss a little bit of that greenish feel color. I don't have any similar here on hand. Let me have a look what else we could add. Actually before we do it, I'm gonna jump in a little bit with more elephant color. Hi. How are ya?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm good, but I'm okay.
I love your brushes.
The unicorn brushes.
Yeah.
I know you had an eye on them, didn't you? Oh well. What can I say?
No.
I like them too, actually, Amy, I have to say. So I'm thinking to add a little bit more of that grayish tone here on the actual picture, and here as well, even more. Yeah. And let me just have a peek at different colors. What else we could do? I found this purplish color, the gouache, the watercolor, but I don't know. But I like the color. So what I will do is I'm gonna just grab a little bit, like a little bit, and maybe have a little bit of a play here, just on the edges, just to see, you know, just to see what will happen. Maybe I'm gonna spritz a little bit of water. We shall see. I just think that this could give us a touch of, I don't know, it just can give us this missing shade, or if you know what I mean. Just a touch. It's a watercolor paint, so it's not gonna be lasting forever. Well, it will when it's dry, it's fine, but I think it's gonna be much easier to wash it off, actually. I like that. I really like that. Let's see what will happen now in the grooves. Let's try to have this a little in the grooves. I'm gonna dry in between as well, in between the coloring. Let's see. So this will dry. Yeah, I'm not too sure I would like to have any play on the flowers yet with this color. We shall see. So a little bit of dry, just a little bit, and let's see. I'm gonna grab another tissue and let's see. Yes, that's what I was thinking, that it will give us this tint of purple without overwhelming us here, because Oh, absolutely, look at it. Like, it's not gonna be everywhere-ish, but in some places, and I think it's gonna be just adding this really nice touch of color that will correspondence with the dress and flowers, if you know what I mean. So there we go, washing off. If you have troubles in the delicate spaces, maybe you can get like this tool and go like here, something like that. I'm sure this is possible. So normally what I would probably do, I would jump in with the brown, but I feel that brown could be just too much for this project, because this project is so delicate and so pastel-y. Pastel, I like the pastel vintage. Maybe I still add it, we'll see. But I don't think. I think I'm gonna go back with the gray on top of that purple in some bits. It feels that it's maybe too much. And at the end I think I'm gonna jump in with the gesso and dry gesso it everywhere, I think, still. So yes, we shall see. Oh, look. You can even wash off more on the particular elements. Even more. And it stays on the grooves, not the top part. This type of coloring, well, in general, coloring takes time, guys. It's nothing is gonna happen within seconds. It is taking time, no matter what. So I suggest you to take your time, really, and yes, just slowly. I love it. Wow, I love it. I so much love it, I have to say. Absolutely love that. I'm thinking to have a darkish, let's see, I have an idea. I have this brown, this kind of brown. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's not working. Well, hard to believe, but oh, there we go. A little bit. Let's see. I have this idea. A little bit of that brown with actually gray. So darker gray, I'd say. And imagine this going, let's say here, like really the actual edges to create shadow. We will of course clean it off, but just a little bit here. Let's see. Let's do a little bit and then we can clean it off and see if it's any good to us, okay? I think that's a good plan. That could be a very good plan. Now, okay, let's dry this for seconds. And let's wash it off. So I hope that some parts will stay under the flower where the edges are. There we go. But not really on the flower with the darker. Yes, I like that. So see, it does work and it does look good. It gives this shadow to under the elements. Let's have a look. I like that. Oh wow, I love that actually. There we go. So the oops, that's gone. That's okay. So the brown. So what I will do is now I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that brown. Grab that gray. So it's not that brown. It's gonna be gray brown. And that will be darker to what we've done. It's different shading as well. and I will just basically have a play literally under here. So, but maybe different brush. Let's see, maybe no. Marta, which brush would work best? I think this is pretty good because this one has a peak, so something like that. Even darker, Marta, actually. Even darker. Even darker. Okay, let's have a pick. Let's have a look. So we're kind of doing a shadow for these. And make sure that you're going in very much like under the actual edges of the project, of the elements. So really so we're just really painting the shadows under the flowers. Yeah, super. Why not a little bit on the frame as well? There we go. It's a definitely work of patience. Every groove, go in between. There we go. Are you done, Emmy, with your school for today?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Only one piece of homework.
Homework? A lot?
No, just one bit.
Good. Now, we're gonna have lunch soon. I paint this, dry, and then I go to the kitchen. Now, I'm gonna use my right hand for a change. There we go. So now a little bit on the here as well. Now, so the edges as well. In some places, why not actually? Why not? Now. I think it is looking very nice, very nice, I have to say. Now the cleaning part, probably Emily would be the best in it because her hands and fingers are smaller than mine, so they could fit easier in between the elements. Now, look at it. Gorgeous, so I love it. It's something that I have envisioned right now. I really wanted the elements to stand out, to be visible, to be not so vintage yet kind of old looking, kind of worn out. So I hope we are achieving this sort of effect right now. I really hope so. And maybe a little bit at the frame. Wow, I thought that I gathered too much paints, but looks like it not so much. Okay, time to clean it off quickly. What I may do is I may just get like, there we go. Super. Now. What do you think, guys? How is that looking to you? I have to say, I do like it. I do love the coloring, that it's really matching nicely now. This is a first cleanup, guys, so before everything dries on us, so it's a first cleanup. We will go again and clean it yet again, but before everything dries, I'm gonna jump in quickly with the getting rid of the darkest shadow part. Now, maybe this is still okay, not so used. I feel that I'm jumping all over the place, but I also feel, oh, I know what I need to do, the edges, very much indeed. I think so, because we will, the brownish kind of color, I'd say there. I can't fit in there, too small. I may need to jump in with with a little tool to help out. Yes. Yes, definitely. Now, as you can probably tell, it is taking a lot of time, but it's a good time. It's a very relaxing, it's very rewarding, because the final look, it's just so pretty. It is really beautiful. I love it. We're kind of creating this vintage old style, yeah, and I think it's stunning. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. In some places even more, like even push more for white. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab new tissue, so it will show us as well that the paint is still coming off, you know. So it will show us still that, yeah, we've been working, but paint is still coming off in some places. Wow. I love how worn out the coloring turns out to be. Wow. Love it so much. Love it. Wow. 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 Super. Beautiful image with the beautiful touches. Look at it. Super. Now you can clean it off even more to receive even whiter feel. Wow. Wow. Wow, I love it. I love the coloring. Now, Marta, a little bit of brown back again. A touch of brown, indeed, and a little bit of grey, so that we are creating the edges as well. I think they need to be colored beautifully and be here. There we go. Definitely. And if not, oh, actually the whole piece with the grooves as well in brownish. I'd say so. I'd say so. Definitely the edge, like here, definitely the edge, so that when we clean it off as well, our canvas is not going to be that bare on one side. Plus, it just will look so lovely when we have the edge colored as well. It will just be as if really the whole framework is there, like that. It's like, yeah, it belongs there. It was like together, you know. So we're creating this probably illusion of the shadow as well of the frame. There we go. Right hand working. Super. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I think it's turning super, super nice. Now, there we go. Now, wow, you see the difference between this corner and this corner. It's not even cleaned yet, washed off, but I see the difference. That's a massive difference. I think I'm run out with a touch of paint. See, oops, well, that's far too much, but that's okay. We shall deal with that, no problem. Oh yes, and it's a little bit too dark. So there we go. So let's have that here. Probably too much, but who knows, maybe I'll use it all, because we can still go a little bit in the grooves once more, just in maybe some places that it's easier to jump in. I'll be right back when I just paint all around. Back to you. I didn't clean it off yet, but I'm thinking I'm a little bit tempted to jump in here to just these lines where the grooves of the flower are. Same for here, just the little grooves to have them even more standing out. Just in a few places, since I have paint left. Look, if it's gonna be super bad, I overpainted it and that's it. You know, that's what we will do. But it could be quite nice, so let's see. Let's see. Just the shadowy part. Although I love the pink that have, not the pink, the grayish pink that have happened. Okay, time to clean it off now, really. I'll start with the flowers. There we go, see? So we have really the actual flower being just more visible with the grooves. Just a little bit. Definitely, yes. Same for here. This is much harder to get out, but we can get there, I guess. Now, super. Wow, okay. Wow, well done, sorry. Now, time to do the edging, the edge. Let's start from the whole edge part, the whole here. There we go, we go around. Few tissues we've used, I have to say. Now, I definitely don't want the very brown look for the project, which it's kind of turning this way, but let's wait. Let's wait, because as well I really wish the project to be visible, the whole vintagey feel, but also the grooves, the elements to stand out so nicely. I guess we just have to follow up and see how things are gonna be. Now, a lot of brown I'm washing off, as you can tell, and only the grooves really stays, which they're just a bit darker. And that's also what I wanted, a darker, so that we have the contrast and we have the beauty of the old and worn out feel to it. Wow, that is gorgeous. Purposely look at the corners, darker. I kind of purposely did the corners as well, just to make sure they be even nicer, even darker. There we go. Wow, I just love this so much. Okay. Wow. I wonder how you feel about it now. Everything is, wow, everything is pretty much washed off, but I do need have it even whiter in the places that it's possible, like here. So I'm really gonna, see, really clean it, like where I can. For example, here. See, tiny bits are coming off, and that's exactly what I need. In some places, so this is gonna be bigger contrast thanks to it. Now, jump in for this one. You may want to change. Maybe the tissue is dry. It can happen. So, I wonder how many of you have tried project like this. Now this, it's impossible to wash it off now, because whatever was really earlier painted, it is dry because it was acrylic. So you have to find a good balance between drying and painting and cleaning. So it's with practice, but yes. Wow. I think it's a beautiful piece. Turned out beautiful. Really did. Wow. How many times I've said wow in this video? Loads, isn't it? Now, my beautiful friends, I think it did turn out better than I planned, I have to say, honestly. Okay, now the grooves in between the elements, I mean on the background, making them even whiter. There we go. Like really, it's more difficult because the texture paste, it's kind of in the way. But let's try in a few places, like if it's possible at all, you know? If it's possible. There we go. Even if a little bit of modeling paste, texture paste will go off, that's okay. Oh, if you hear that noise, that's our washing machine. Oh, Emily, just jump in right away. Thanks, Emmy. Now, wow. I have no words to describe how beautiful that is. I really don't. And I think the work of 3 colors made the whole piece so very dimensional. The coloring scheme here, it's so pretty, like seriously. And I mean it, you know, I always say that, look, it's not my best, or I like it very much, but I'm not loving it. This one, I really love it, although I had my doubts and worries regarding the color. It's not something I would do every day, but I really felt that this could be it, like this could be the project. I really like that. I'm gonna grab one last baby wipe and just jump in. No, probably nothing more will wash off now. I like the idea that I've added this brown, and it kind of made it pop even more. We can still do it if we feel like it in, for example, here. And here. So it will go in those particular grooves. Let's see if we can help it out a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna take off the first layer with the, yeah, you see the grooves are not as deep as they would be here. That's why it just not presents the same, not that well, you know. Although it's good, it looks good, but it's not as yeah, it could be just a little bit more. Or maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough actually. But let's see. Let's have a little bit of play here. And these grooves maybe. Just a little bit. And let's see. Yeah, maybe I pushed too hard, cleaned it, dried it. Yeah, too hard. There we go. Wow. I'm so very proud of this project, I have to say. Yet again, I'm gonna say big thanks to Dress My Craft for sending me absolutely gorgeous products to make these projects for you guys. So don't forget to check their social media, their Facebook group, their website, their Instagram. All the links to Dress My Craft are in the description box. There's a little arrow to click. Check it, follow them, give them a high five. You know, it's always nice. When I cooperate with brands that I love working with, it's lovely if they can get a little bit of high five from you if you like their products, you know, if you wish to see more inspirations of other crafters that use their products. So I think it's just a nice win situation. Now I think I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm very close to overdoing it or overwashing, over cleaning. I think we can really call this one done. Really. Wow. I wonder what you think, how you feel about it. I'm gonna finish here with this tint of purple brown vintage. I think it's absolutely stunning. I love it to bits. So I wonder how you feel about that project. I'm gonna clean off that brown from the edge. There's a bit too much, but I like that it's painted, you know, that it's there. It's stained, maybe not painted, it's stained, and that's lovely. That is very good. Okay, thank you so very much as always for watching. A pleasure to be in your homes. I hope this was inspirational. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will try this technique with the Dress My Craft transfer me sheets and also with the little bit of 3D embellishments, molds, and you know, whatever you use, whether it's what did I use? A dough, not a dough, lack of word. I know what I wanted to say, resin or clay, Marta. So yes, whatever you're using, check what's work best for you. If you fancy getting links to those molds, I'll try to have them in the description box yet again. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wrap up at that, wishing you a beautiful day or evening whenever you are watching, and thank you for your comments and words of support. It means so very much. Thank you. Till the next time, happy crafting, and I'll chat to you super very soon. I love you. Bye. Bye. Back to you just for 2 seconds. Look, if you feel like it's not white enough, grab a little bit of gesso. And go over your project just a little bit. Try gessoing. This will kind of help out to bring your actual texture out more because of the white. There we go, look, and the grooves are speaking more than, there we go. Just if you felt like, oh, I don't see the contrast, there we go. Grab a touch of gesso, there we go, flat brush, and you have it. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Bye.